Hello everyone, I'm Brittney Griner, and today I'm here to formally apologize to Caitlin Clark. I know my words and actions during the game caused you unnecessary harm, especially my disrespect.
Have you ever watched a game-changing rookie turn a league upside down? Have you ever wondered why one of its brightest stars can be elbowed, insulted, and yet protected in silence? From the moment Brittney Griner launched that surprise elbow toward Caitlin Clark, sparking a deafening trash white girl slur, the WNBA has sat on its hands, and the silence is the loudest slam of all.
Brittney Griner was caught on tape during a game with the Indiana Fever, dropping racial slurs against Caitlin Clark, and pretty obviously doing so.
Exact fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
And it doesn't take a lot of genius to lip read Brittney Griner, whose voice, by the way, is about as low as mine is, calling her trash and an effing white girl. Now, of course, if Caitlin Clark had ever suggested the same in reverse, using black as opposed to white in that sentence, that'd be the end of her WNBA career. But Brittney Griner is going strong. It's totally fine.
The uproar began the instant that clip went viral. In the heart of primetime, Griner storms off the court, her face a mask of fury, and lips out the words that shocked every viewer: trash effing white girl. It wasn't just unprofessional, it reeked of racial venom. Fans, commentators, and former athletes alike demanded immediate action, yet the league's initial reaction was nothing. No suspension, no fine, no statement, just an eerie vacuum of accountability.
Another thing where Brittney Griner says that says something about that effing white girl. Now, can you imagine the outrage if Caitlin Clark said those things? That injuries that black girl was running from.
WNBA faces outcry after Brittney Griner's alleged racial remark toward Caitlin Clark. League's silence sparks backlash. The WNBA is once again under scrutiny following a heated exchange during the Indiana Fever's 81-76 win over the
That void speaks volumes. Imagine for 1 second that Caitlin Clark had been caught on camera directing that same insult at Griner, calling her a trash black girl. Every media outlet would break the story within minutes. ESPN would interrupt broadcasts. Sponsors would distance themselves. Griner would face a swift, career-ending suspension. But here, with the roles reversed, the WNBA shrugged and moved on as if nothing had happened.
Atlanta Dream, but this time, it's...
Alright, so let's take a look at what she is saying right here. I'm not a lip reader, but it looked like right here she says, effing white girls. Oh man, effing trash, effing white girls. Effing trash right there. Effing white.
It's not just about fouls or stats. Star player Brittney Griner,
Behind the optics lies a double standard, as clear as a referee's whistle. White players calling out black players in anger would be an immediate, career-ending disaster. Yet when a black veteran player slanders a white rookie, the league treats it like a harmless hiccup. This glaring disparity is rotting the WNBA's integrity from the inside out, and fans are watching every second of it.
In a viral clip, after she made a foul play, Griner appears to mouth something rather controversial. It might be, though we don't know, trash and possibly fucking white girl. Others have suggested it might be trash and fucking whack call. We don't know what she's mouthing, but she seems to, have a mouth on her and not exactly be in the gratitude space.
Caitlin Clark didn't walk into this league looking to stir controversy. She came as a heralded star, a once-in-a-generation talent whose shooting prowess and charisma have revitalized women's basketball. She's pulled in record TV ratings, sold out arenas, and drawn a tsunami of new fans. She's the girl millions wear on their jerseys, the face plastered across highlight reels, and the idle young players stay up late to watch.
Griner herself hasn't commented. Now, why is that?
Brittney Griner in hot water after alleged slur toward Caitlin Clark. WNBA fans outraged. Controversy has erupted in the WNBA after a viral courtside video allegedly captured Brittney Griner mouthing what many believe to be a racial slur directed at Indiana Fever's rising star, Caitlin Clark. The moment came during a heated game between the Phoenix Mercury and the Fever, when Griner appeared visibly frustrated
Yet from her very first game, Clark has been the target of relentless physical aggression. Opponents elbowed her, shoved her, and rammed into her on every inbound play. Each hit seemed designed not by their pursuit of a loose ball, but by a desire to intimidate the white rookie whose every shot threatened to upstage the veterans. And when she finally snapped back, with a verbal jab that cut straight into raw racial territory, the league pretended not to see. This was no heat-of-the-moment trash talk. It was calculated hate, aimed to wound a player who dared to disrupt the status quo. The footage didn't lie. Lip readers confirmed the slur. Even sports media personalities, usually adept at spinning narratives, had to admit what was on screen, and yet still no action from the WNBA. No apology requests, no hearing, just the same deafening silence that followed Griner's most recent elbow. Contrast that with the WNBA's No Space for Hate campaign launched earlier this season. Banners hung in arenas, tweets proclaimed zero tolerance for racism. But when the shoe was on the other foot, or maybe on the foot of a powerful veteran, the league's rhetoric evaporated like sweat under the arena lights. Fans are asking, does No Space for Hate only apply when it's convenient?
Foul down at 6, and it was the ticky-tack fouls, and again, Caitlin Clark doing a little bit of an acting job. Not sure if that was actually a foul, but again, that's one of the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier.
Consider what would have happened if Clark had uttered an equally hateful remark. Headlines would scream, "Rookie caller endangers career." Sponsors would pull ads. Griner's career and her reputation as a two-time Olympic gold medalist would lie in ruins. That hypothetical scenario underscores the mismatch between the league's principles and its actions. In real life, Griner continues playing, untouched by penalties, while Clark carries the burden of being both target and symbol. And it isn't only about grace under fire. Rumors have swirled around Griner's very identity. Whispers online claim she may be a biological male masquerading in women's sports, an explosive conspiracy that resurrects the most sensitive questions in athletics today. Those whispers stem from a viral Instagram story where Griner went topless years ago without violation, suggesting that the platform's AI flagged her as male. Skeptics point to her voice, her bone structure, her physical dominance on court. They challenge the league's vetting process, insisting that fairness demands transparency. These theories may seem extreme, but the league's silence only fuels them. If there were even a shred of doubt, an investigation would clear the air or expose a grave injustice. Instead, fans are left to debate in comment sections, amplifying rumors rather than facts. Meanwhile, Clark endures the chaos, absorbing elbows, enduring slurs, and facing doubts about her rookie resilience, all while breaking record after record with stoic determination.
Respect toward you. I have no excuse. It was entirely my fault. As a professional athlete, I should have stayed calm and respectful, but in that moment I lost my composure. Regarding the so-called malicious remarks, I want to clarify that they were completely misrepresented. I deeply regret those words. I'm truly sorry for expressing my frustration through inappropriate words. As a professional athlete, I should earn respect through my performance on the court, not through provocation or irrational remarks. I regret this incident.
And let's not forget Griner's past controversies. Arrested in Russia for carrying cannabis, she became the centerpiece of a dramatic prisoner swap. The Biden administration exchanged notorious arms dealer Victor Boutdub just to secure her release. Would the WNBA have rallied so fiercely for a straight white girl trapped abroad? Probably not. That episode underscored the privilege accorded to Griner, a status that continues to shield her from meaningful scrutiny today. Meanwhile, Clark's every move is under a microscope. Her rookie missteps magnified, her triumphs downplayed by detractors who call her popularity undeserved. Yet her impact on the league is undeniable. Ticket sales soar when she plays. New fans tune in just to see her shoot from beyond the arc. She has rekindled national interest in women's basketball in a way no veteran could. And she's done it as a rookie? And what does the league do? It lets one of its own lash out with a hate-fleet insult, then chalks it up to emotional intensity instead of confronting the racism it represents. It ignores calls for an investigation into Griner's identity while tolerating rumors that undermine the integrity of its competition. It demands that Clark accept double standards with grace, even as it refuses to protect her in the moment she needs it most.
These referees are calling, they're blind. Like, I don't know what they're calling or they're told to call. I don't know. Is the WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelberg, calling these, making them do these goofy calls? It's not good basketball. It's pretty obvious. The fans see it. I mean, it's blatant. Like,
Caitlin Clark controversy erupts. Fans demand WNBA commissioner resign amid officiating scandal. The WNBA is facing its most
The WNBA says it wants to grow the game, but it won't earn the trust of fans or players if it applies its values selectively. True equity demands that every slur, no matter who utters it, be met with swift action. True fairness requires transparency on eligibility rules and identity verifications. True integrity means standing by your rookies when they're under fire, not just celebrating them when they make highlight reels. As the dust settled on Griner's outburst, fans erupted in new demands. Investigate the slur, investigate the double standard, investigate Griner's identity questions. They want to know why a league that preaches no space for hate can't find space for justice. They want to see hearings, suspensions, and rule clarifications. They want the WNBA to prove it values all its players, not just the ones who burned its protection. Caitlin Clark has been the picture of poise throughout this storm. She hasn't thrown an elbow, she hasn't fired back with insults. She stayed focused on sinking 3 after 3, redefining what a rookie season can look like. But even her stoicism can't mask the frustration. No athlete should have to play under a cloud of racial animus, wondering whether the league will have her back when it counts. Now the ball is in the WNBA's court. Will it uphold its proclaimed values, or will it let silence and double standards continue to define its culture? An investigation into Griner's slur and identity could restore faith in the league. It could show that when no space for hate banners go up, the promise behind them isn't empty. It could reassure rookies that they're not second-class citizens when the inevitable drama unfolds.
Explosive crisis to date, as fans, analysts, and even players unite in outrage over what many are calling a coordinated effort to undermine rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. With Commissioner Kathy Engelbert at the center of the storm.
What is the Caitlin Clark effect? And here is what Google told me. The Caitlin Clark effect refers to the significant increase in popularity and visibility of women's basketball, particularly in
The rift between fans and the league keeps widening as one question dominates every sideline chatter. If the WNBA will not enforce its own rules, who will? Supporters of Caitlin Clark are no longer content with silent outrage. They demand transparent hearings, televised in public, so that every corner of America can witness the league's true priorities. They want the WNBA to prove that its slogans mean more than marketing copy, that its ethics extend beyond press releases. Only then will the whisper campaigns and rumor mills begin to lose their power. Meanwhile, the players themselves feel the tremors. Young recruits watching from overseas see the spectacle and wonder if the WNBA is truly the safest stage for their talents. The veterans who once cheered for unity now worry that the league's lack of consistency will breed distrust in the locker room. Coaches and general managers fret over recruiting pitches, knowing that no star, no matter how gifted, will want to join a circus where punchlines outweigh principles. The WNBA's future hinges on whether it can restore faith in its own governance. Behind closed doors, league executives must scramble for solutions. They face a stark choice: publicly address the Griner-Clark incident with genuine accountability, or risk alienating a new generation of fans who crave honesty over hype. They could institute mandatory sensitivity training, revise penalty guidelines for racial slurs, and establish an independent review board. They could broadcast the findings and decisions in real time, turning controversy into a teaching moment. Or they could keep pleading no comment and watch as once loyal followers drift away. At the same time, Caitlin Clark's story continues to inspire. Each game she plays under this cloud of controversy turns into a testament to her resilience. She lets her performance speak for itself, draining threes with a steady hand and lighting up arenas with her unshakable focus. She refuses to let slurs become her narrative. Instead, she forces the conversation back to her craft, reminding everyone that she earned her place through hard work and merit, not media hype.
I don't know why she wasn't on the team. Yes. I've heard a lot of people weighing in. I don't get it. If it makes her feel any better, I don't know.
The satire of this saga writes itself. Here we have a celebrated veteran known for her skill and activism, accused of wielding hate like a weapon, yet shielded by the very league that claims to champion equality. On the opposite end stands a rookie hailed as the savior of women's basketball, who must fend off physical and verbal assaults just to prove her right to play. The tale reads like a dark comedy, with plot twists about identity conspiracies and legal precedents that would baffle any screenwriter. In every corner of social media, memes erupt. One shows Griner dribbling while cartoon devils in pinstripe suits hand her a get-out-of-penalty-free card. Another portrays Clark as a lone knight, her jersey a shining armor, fending off arrows labeled double standards and silent indifferent. Fans tag the WNBA in each post, turning timelines into virtual town halls demanding reform. The humor underscores the absurdity of a league that markets progressivism yet stumbles over its own progress. As news outlets dissect every nuance, sports analysts hammer home the broader implication. This isn't just about two athletes on a basketball court. It speaks to wider societal debates about fairness, representation, and the boundaries of acceptable discourse. The WNBA, once a beacon of female empowerment, now finds itself tested by the very issues it once seemed immune to. The league's handling of this moment could define how women in sports are treated for years to come. So, what comes next? If the WNBA responds with decisive action, public apologies, clear sanctions, and a roadmap for equality, it can emerge stronger, its credibility restored. If it continues to waffle, the fallout may cost it dearly: dwindling viewership, sponsor withdrawals, and a loss of trust that no marketing campaign can repair. Fans hold the power now, and they are ready to use it, subscribing their attention only to leagues that match their values.
No, I don't recognize the names of anyone else on the team except for Brittney Griner. And that's not because she's like good at basketball so much as like bad at packing.
So here's your moment. If you stand with Caitlin Clark, if you believe every player, veteran or rookie, deserves fair treatment, if you demand the WNBA live up to its own standards, then make your voice heard. Subscribe for more coverage. Like this video if you're tired of double standards, and drop a comment right now to show where you stand. Let's turn up the pressure until the league can't ignore the call for justice.